around for quite a while now, but it really took off in the 90s when we had Silver Raven Wolf and all that sort of stuff. And it's a hard issue to address because a lot of people will feel attacked by what I have to say. So let's just start at the beginning. A patron, by definition, is someone who enables you to do what you do. This can be through money, this can be through get workspace, this can be through any number of things. But a patron is a benefactor. They are someone who supports you. Now think about that. They are someone who is supporting you because they think what you do is important. A god or a goddess is supporting you. Very egotistical when you think about it. Then let's talk about another aspect. One that absolutely drives me bonkers because it just doesn't seem to occur to a lot of people. Gods are gods. They're not human. And because they're not human, they don't have to correspond to or recognize human ideals. So things like good and bad and helpful aren't going to mean the same thing to a god or a goddess that it does to you or I. Why would it? They don't live and exist in human culture. They live and exist outside of human culture, outside of our everyday reality. So why would they be bound by human concepts? Think about it. I know I say think about it a lot. And really, that's what I'm hoping to get happening by making these videos. I'm hoping that you will think about it. Excuse me for one moment. Okay, I'm back, and let's go on to the third point I want to make. And that is, well, we just discussed how they're not human. So when a god decides to take an interest in you, their idea of helpful could be very, very detrimental. It can be very, very painful. So do you really want the attention of a god or goddess? This is not to say that there are not benevolent beings out there, that there are not gods or goddesses who do want to encourage humanity, and maybe even you specifically. But they are not the norm. Sorry, kitty break. Back to gods and goddesses. It's very problematic to try and shoehorn them into the roles that you will find in, say, a book on moon deities. This doesn't work very well because it fails to recognize not only the nature of gods and goddesses, but also how different they are. It's a very common theme in mythology throughout the world that gods and goddesses have human flaws and foibilities. Now, I am not going to tell you that gods and goddesses are perfect. I do not believe such a thing exists. If such a thing exists, it would be very sad because something that is perfect cannot grow. It can't evolve. It can't learn. So I do not think the gods and goddesses are perfect. I think they are what they are, which is not human. Can they do fantastical things? Can they grant inspiration? Can they help you in a test or a battle? I have absolutely no doubt that they can. The question is, will they? Why would they help you? Which brings me to point number 4. They're not plug and play. They aren't for your convenience. Oh, I want to do a love spell. I guess I'll call an Aphrodite. Fuck no, go away. If you want to work with a god or a goddess in your spell work, that's fine. But don't be an asshole. Don't go and pester someone because you think that they're appropriate to whatever you're working. Go and deal with the one that you have a relationship with. And be respectful if they say, no, not interested. And now here we go. Final point. Just because you resonate with a deity doesn't mean they resonate with you. I can tell you from personal experience and 6 very long years of trying to shoehorn my way into dealing with the Celtic gods. They couldn't care less about me. Nothing I did changed it. So, I do encourage you to get the mythology books. I encourage you to learn about the cultures that any god or goddess comes from. I encourage you to look at history books. I encourage you to try and understand whatever god or goddess you want to connect with. But at the end of the day, please realize that it is at the god or goddess's choice, not yours. And so, there is my rant for the evening. Have a good one, folks. I'll catch you next time.